Hello, and welcome to Universal Yum's unboxing for January 2021. So this is my first unboxing of the new year, and it is now already into February, so I am a little bit late behind. Not quite as far behind as I was with my December unboxing, but hopefully I'll get a little bit closer on track in February, and then maybe by the time March comes around, I'll be back on track and actually opening them the week that I get them. However, we are here now opening up January's Universal Yum's box. So, this is now, I think, what is the fourth or the fifth one that has not had the sticker on the box, unfortunately. I'm still a little bit disappointed that that does not come on the box. So again, I had to kind of like, sneak my hand in and try and find the sticker, which I did. And again, I haven't looked at it yet. So I have no idea what's going to be in this one. So going completely blind at this one. So I'll reveal the sticker first and then look at it myself. So you guys get to see first. There we go. Well, shining, that's really bad. The ring light is really close to it, so I didn't quite see that. Yeah, I can't quite read it from here, but what looks like a wooden shoe, I think they're called clogs. And this thing here at the top, right underneath my middle finger there, that looks like what I believe is a stroopwafel. Which I know where that is from. So if the words on this confirm that, and in fact I think actually the shoe, oh no, the words actually tell you. Oh well, so the words actually say on this one, I went flower picking, and then it's crossed out and says flavor picking in the Netherlands. So yes, I have actually been to the Netherlands. I know stroopwafels is a huge thing. I don't actually remember if I actually tried them now that I think about it. But what they will do is they'll usually have like a cup of like a tea or coffee or hot chocolate or something, and they'll sit the stroopwafel on top of it. And then I don't know if it like just heats it or just like it was just designed to for appearance, but that's typically how they're served. So and when we were there, the person I was with actually brought some back because he was really fond of them. So, but anyway, so Netherlands. So I have had a few things from the Netherlands, but I didn't really focus much on the snacks when I was there. I did try to make sure that I tried as many different food items as I could while I was there. We went to a place called, I think it's called Food Holland, basically a food hall. And so I made sure to try some of the things. One of the foods there that's pretty common is called bitterballen. Just kind of like these, they're meatballs basically, but the meat inside is it's a different texture, and then it's coated in kind of a breadcrumbs. And this specific stand had different varieties of them, so I tried some of them. I wasn't particularly fond of them, but then I was there for work, and the cafeteria at work had a few different things each day, and so I tried again to have multiple different things. I think almost everything that I had there I really enjoyed. Unfortunately, I don't remember the names of any of the stuff, but I remember one thing I had was very similar in style to a hot dog, but had a very different taste, and I really enjoyed that. Don't remember the name of it, unfortunately. But anyway, all right, so let's get into the box. See if my little stand here at the back keeps the box in the right spot or not. It's not doing too good so far, it's already slipping, but anyway, stay open. Excellent. All right, so we have our map first, and again, showing to the Netherlands. All right, welcome to the Netherlands. We have a couple of cities, place where the stroopwafels were made, and a few other tidbits on there. And then on the back, we have our typical scorecard, we have our team rating, more favorite yums, again, comparing 3 of the things in the box to 3 of the things you might like if you would have those, so stuff you can order kind of back order from the Yum store. And then the ability to vote on upcoming box, and our 3 choices are Bulgaria, Greece, Romania. I'm actually not sure. I think so. I've had some food from Greece before, and I enjoyed it, but it wasn't snack food. So I think between the 3, I think I would probably lean towards Greece. And so yeah, I think Greece would probably be my pick from there. Out of the way for now. All right, and then we have our typical little brochure. Off we go to the Netherlands. Quick skim through, explore, highlighter. Netherlands, what you might know about the Netherlands. The Netherlands home to over 1,000 windmills, which explains why they've become a national symbol. And they're not just for show, all that wind power is put to use, powering 100% of Dutch public trains. Now that I didn't know. What you might not know After tulips were first introduced in the Netherlands in 1593, demand in modern bloom it exploded. By 1623, at the height of the period now dubbed tulip mania, one bulb cost 8 times the average yearly income. Wow, that is crazy. All this tulip world is far from a thing from the past. The Netherlands still produce 2 billion tulips every year, more than any other country in the world. Wow. We also have, and I can show well, no, it's not too bad. So this is their recipe for the month. You know, and I keep pointing out these recipes each time, thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to try that. I haven't made any of the recipes yet, and I actually do enjoy cooking too, and so I should really try some of these. This one says it's traditional Andijvie stamp pot. I have no idea on the pronunciation. I'm probably butchering it, I'm sure. Looks like it uses potatoes. Oh, sorry. So the endive is, I think, the more traditional, or traditional the right word, but English country. It's a type of kale. So that Andijvie may be the Dutch way of saying it, possibly. Smoked sausages, milk, butter, nutmeg, salt, pepper. Yeah, I think I would like that. So I'm not big on vegetables, as I probably have mentioned before on stream or on these videos, but recently I've actually, so my wife has a friend who sends her home every now and again with some meal kits that she wasn't able to make, didn't think she'd get to it over the course of the week, and so she sent them home with us, and they've had vegetables in almost all of them. But I'm like, we've got them, I'm going to try them, and almost every single one of them so far I've really enjoyed, so I'm kind of getting more ambitious and willing to try meals that have vegetables in them. Now, most of the ones that have come through that meal service, which was HelloFresh, the way they cook the vegetables has been through roasting them, which I've never had roasted vegetables before these, and so the fact that I've enjoyed those, that might just tell me that I like roasted vegetables more than steamed vegetables, but regardless, it's enough to have me try their more vegetable dishes. So, trivia train, and then we get into the food, skim through that, and then nutrition facts, and then a day in life, and then some tea recipe. Interesting. What do you need with mint tea? Not big on mint tea, so probably won't do that one. And then the shop on the back. Alright, so there is that. Actually, I'll keep this here in case I need translations from the stuff. Alright, with that, let's take a look what we've got. So, our first one is bio-organic pumice chips rosemary. So let's show that one here. So these look very similar to tortilla chips. This is what I'm assuming that they look like. They look very similar to tortilla chips. My wife likes chips and hummus. I've tried a few, not super fond of hummus. But since these are kind of just flavored, I'm probably going to be okay with them. Not super enthusiastic about them, but yeah. All that one. Alright, next up, we have, okay, well that's interesting. So, Will Flavors Indian Spiced Biscuits. So, for a Netherlands box, we have something that is from India, or India spiced at least. Now, it says biscuits. Now, based on the picture, I can't tell whether that is a American style biscuit, which is kind of like a bread, or that is an English style biscuit, which is kind of a cookie. Let's see if I can read anything else on here that gives me a clue. So it has cheese, which typically cheese would not be in a cookie. Spices, onion powder. Yeah, so this sounds like it might be more the American translation of biscuit. So these sound like maybe little bread bites. So now I'm not a huge fan of bread stuff. Now I say that after finally getting to some of the crouton-based and bruschetta-based stuff from Italy and Russia, and I'm pretty sure I said this on the opening that I wasn't super enthusiastic about them because I didn't like the idea of having like a dried bread snack. those ended up being some of my favorite snacks. Like, I was genuinely surprised how much I enjoyed those. So for a bread-based snack, I'm a little bit more optimistic, but in particular, Indian spice. Now, I love Indian food. Like, I don't think I have had anything yet that has been Indian that I have not enjoyed. Now I haven't had much from the snack side. So if ever an Indian box comes up, I'm intrigued on that. But from the actual like savory side of meals and even desserts at restaurants, everything I've had so far, I've really enjoyed. So I am really enthusiastically looking forward to this one. All right, next up we have Rupka Original Cheese Biscuits, Gouda Mini Cheese Crispies, and again, looks like it would be the American style translation of biscuits, not cookie. But again, bread-based snacks. So now the only thing with that is, as far as cheese-based snacks go, I have never been a big fan of cheese-based snacks. Like, I don't know what it is about cheese flavoring on a snack. I've just never really enjoyed it, especially not by itself. Now, I say that because in the UK, one of the most popular flavors for crisps or chips is cheese and onion. And I really like those. Those were probably one of my favorite flavors, which is, I believe, the most popular flavor in the UK. But again, that's combined cheese and crisps, cheese and onion. So the fact that it's just cheese, yeah, I'm a little bit apprehensive on this one. Okay, next we have thick cut bio-organic hand-cooked chips, salt and black pepper. So salt and black pepper chips, that I'm looking forward to. I think I've actually had some salt and pepper chips before, and I enjoyed them. Now the only thing about that is just say thick cut, which usually means it's a little bit harder crunch, which I'm not as fond of for a chip in general. But the flavor, I'm looking forward to that. So I think for this one, it's probably less unique, I guess, than some of the other stuff I've had, because like I said, I've had salt and pepper chips before, I've had thick cut chips before, so there's nothing really new in this. So for that, it's probably going to be a meh. You know, not that really super exciting, I guess, but yeah. All right, next up we have the original cheese biscuits. So is this the same? So this is the same brand as the other one, which was, pull it back again. This was just Gouda Mini Cheese Crispies. These are cheddar and raspberry. So again, we've got a bread-based snack. We have cheddar cheese, but with something. Now, the combination of cheese and raspberry, I love raspberry. Raspberry is one of my favorite fruits. But combining cheese with it, I'm intrigued on this one. I'm not sure. So I think I showed it, but just in case. So that's that one. I'm like figuring out how to grab stuff here. All right, we have Dutch speculoos cookies. Showing on a plate with tea. So tell me much more about these. Not that I am seeing. So I'll show this. Now this is a pretty big package of cookies. Now in the UK, we do typically have cookies served with tea. You know, we just have like 2 or 3 cookies, and quite often you'll dunk the cookie with the tea. And this looks like the sort of cookie that would absorb the tea well. So my guess is that might be what it will be. It's just a cookie with a flavoring that just works well for dunking in tea. But let's go to the brochure for this one and see if it tells me anything more about them. So we have. Oh dang it! I just got something spoiled that I now know is a box. Oh well. Where are you? There. Dutch speculoos. Wow. Coziest spice cookies ever. New image from modern speculum, meaning mirror. The spice cookies designs mirror those on the stamps used to print them. ones just as good. They were cinnamony. Okay, so cinnamon cookies. Now, I think one of the previous boxes had some cinnamon cookies, and I said I wasn't looking forward to them. I'm not huge on cinnamon flavor. I actually really ended up enjoying those cinnamon cookies, so I'm looking forward to those. So yeah, cinnamon cookies. All right, next we have black olive cheese biscuits. All right, so show that one. Okay, so again, we're with the cheese biscuits. Again, meh. Now, the thing on this one that's going to put it into the no category for me is black olive. I am not fond of black olive. We were on vacation one time, and we got the pizza from a local place, and they put black olive on it. I think somebody who, one of the people who was involved in the order wanted black olive on it, and basically just said, okay, if you want the rest of us to take them off, we don't want them off. I got really sick, and nobody else did, so I don't think there was something wrong with anything. I think it just, I didn't enjoy black olives. I think my body just did not like them, so not looking forward to this one at all. I will still try it. And, you know, I've tried everything so far, you know, so, but not looking forward to this one. All right, cinnamon sticks. Max and Alex, Holland's Finest, brand of stroopwafel in Colorado. All right, cinnamon sticks. So these look like, especially with the logo here, these look like something like, you know, if you go to the mall here in America, you might see like a cookie shop or something like that, or a waffle, or waffle, or cinnamon bun. This looks like something you find in a mall, in a store like that. And those are usually good, even if you're not fond of those things. Like, I was never a huge fan of cinnamon rolls, but I've been to Cinnabon over here, and those are fantastic. So I'm looking forward to this. I think those would be good. So it's basically just cinnamon sticks, just as it says, delicious cookies from Holland. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. Alright, next up we have Gemengd Chocolade Crude-Noten. Alright, now, Crude-Noten, I remember this one. I think this was mentioned in the Christmas box. I think it meant something about nuts, like spicy nuts or something. But I remember the little brochure thing saying, even though they've got the word nuts in them, they're not actually nuts. I think it's something like that. Yeah, mini spiced cookies with a chocolate coating. Yeah. So they were called something like that, but then like the boxes, even though they're called that, they're not actually nuts, which is interesting. So yeah. So chocolate coated spice cookies. Yeah, I've liked any spice cookie I've had so far. I think it's going to be interesting combining chocolate with the spiced. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to that one. Next up, we have Candy Cars, the original gummy Cadillacs. Interesting. So gummy, I love gummies, so I'm definitely looking forward to that one. Nothing like particularly like spectacular about it, I guess. Looking at the back, looks like we've got 3 flavors in here. So we have strawberry, which is the pink wedding car, which can we tell what that is from the front? Not really. But from the back, they almost look like the exact same car. But it says the ultimate strawberry pink wedding car, the impressive cherry red Cadillac, or the powerful blackcurrant purple sedan. Now, I love blackcurrant. Blackcurrant is a very common drink in the UK. One of the most common. So we don't typically have it as a juice. We have it as a cordial, which is kind of you mix it with water to get a drink. But that's probably the most common cordial in England. But yeah, flavoring wise, I really like blackcurrant. And I think a lot of the candies in England, when it's purple, like over in the US, purple usually is grape. In the UK, purple usually is blackcurrant. So I really enjoy blackcurrant flavor. So yes, looking forward to that one. All right, next up we have a Choco Stroopwafel. Excellent. So yes, this one doesn't really show it too well. But it does have that same brand on it, so that definitely supports my theory that this is a big brand thing that possibly might win them all. And you can kind of, well, know if you can kind of tell from the picture here, but this almost looks like the stroopwafel is across a cup of a hot drink, except for the drink has the cookie around the edge of it. So I'm not sure if that's showing that or what, but looking forward to that one. Alright, and then, of course, we absolutely have to have some of these in here, just plain stroopwafels. So, waffles with caramel. Oh no, okay, so it's the caramel inside that was showing. Okay, I forgot that the stroopwafels had the caramel inside, wow. But yes, so that picture on the chocolate one, because it's kind of showing a similar thing on this one, it's not actually showing sitting on top of a cup. On top of a cup with the liquid inside, it's showing basically the caramel inside if you broke it through the layers. So yeah, so we've got some just regular stroopwafels again from the Matt and Alex cookie brand. So we've got 3 different things from that brand now. What else we got here? Getting down to the end of the box. Some more gummies for these from the same place. They actually look like they are. Yeah, it doesn't say. Actually, it looks similar thing, but alright, so we have Drop Fruit Duos, licorice and fruit gummies. Alright, now this is going to be one of those that I actually may not even try. So this is a combination of black licorice with a fruit gummy. I do not like black licorice. I really do not like black licorice. So I think this actually may be one of the first things that I've gotten that I may not even try at all. So that is how much I dislike black licorice, unfortunately. And it seems like there's not much point in me trying just the fruit gummy side of it, because it's the combination. So I don't know. Maybe if one of the fruit is a really good flavor, we've got a blackcurrant gummy one in here, then I might try that one. But yeah, not looking forward to that one at all. Like I said, I may even skip that one, unfortunately. Alright, next up, and this is the one that I kind of saw in the brochure, and so Venco Grachten Punches doesn't really say much on here, but I am pretty sure I know what this one is. This, I believe, is a bag of black licorice. So, assuming I am right on that, I will not even be trying this. Now, I do know from when I was in the Netherlands that licorice is very popular over there. There were entire sections of candy stores that were dedicated to a lot of different varieties of licorice, almost all of them black based. Just combining with different things or different shapes or things like that. Dutch licorice bites, yep. So, yeah, so I'm not looking forward to that one at all. Won't be trying that one. I can tell you that one for sure. Yeah, doesn't say much in here. Just basically says that the Dutch won't even go on vacation without taking licorice with them. So that's how much they love licorice. But I do not like licorice in the slightest. So that will be a complete skip for me. Which, like I say, of all the stuff I've done so far, that will be the first thing that is a for sure skip. All right, we have. App Newt Nice, milk chocolate with hazelnut filling. So it feels just like a thick chocolate bar. So I just show it from the side here just to kind of show how thick it is. So I do like hazelnut, but if it's just regular hazelnut versus like hazelnut flavor or hazelnut cream, I'm not as fond of nuts and chocolate. So if it is nuts and chocolate, I'm probably not going to super enjoy it. I'm definitely still going to try it. But if it is more of like a hazelnut cream or a hazelnut spread like Nutella, for example, I'll be fine with that. But if it is just solid hazelnut, I don't tend to enjoy those as much in chocolate. So kind of, I'm going to hit on this one, I think. Yeah. Wow. So, I'm going to show this one before I talk about this one. So I don't know, this is probably not going to be very obvious to many people, unless you are from the UK, or obviously the Netherlands perhaps too. So this says it is a marshmallow flavored candy stick. Now, in the UK, we call this rock. Um, every beach location, like storefront, will sell you rock as kind of like a memorabilia. You can often get the name printed into the rock, like it goes through the whole rock. And it's just basically sugar, pretty much. And you just kind of suck on it and just enjoy sugar flavor. I grew up, obviously, in the UK, I've mentioned before, and I've had rock a lot. So it's not that I don't like it. It's something I've had so much in my life that there's nothing particularly unique about this 2B. Now I don't remember if the flavoring comes from marshmallow in the UK, so that might be a minor variance. But otherwise, I am not in the slightest bit really interested in this one just because I've had so much of it. So that one is very meh to me, unfortunately. All right, and then last but not least, we have the gum bag. So let's see what we have inside of here this time. Oh, I can smell one thing that I think I know is one of these. Right, try and sort these out, the different types. So it looks like we've got a few different things in here. I'm not going to like that either. Oh my! This pack is not going to go well for me, unfortunately. It's definitely not enough to turn me off. Those gums. It's just, I figured sooner or later I would get a pack of something that I didn't particularly enjoy. So that is it for that. Alright, so we have some candies that on the back says Dr. Sour, and shows, well, let's see if this can get into focus or not. There we go. So we have lemon. So there are 4 of these. So I don't mind sour candy. I'm not like super excited about sour candy, so that one will be okay. I'll have that one. The same, another Dr. Sour, but this time watermelon. I do not like watermelon flavor, so unfortunately this will be another one that I will be skipping. So watermelon sour candy. Alright, then we have 2 sets of these little ball things, which just looks like it says Napoleon on them. I don't really see too much from that. Doesn't really give me any sort of clues, so let's see. Are they both the same? Nope, they are different. Can we tell which one is which? Not really. I'm guessing this is the Salmiakki candies. The Netherlands' beloved salty licorice. Great. More licorice. Yep, for those. Now it's not black licorice, so maybe I'll try one, but not in the slightest bit enthusiastic about that one. And then the last one is, again, the same size ball thing. It says Napoleon on it, doesn't have anything else on the candy. And in the thing it says these are, I believe, these are the sour violet candies. Violet flavored candies are savory for a full 6 minutes, according to the Candy Innovator. So it sounds almost like a gobstopper. Violet. That one actually I'm looking forward. So we have a what are they called now? I can't remember the name of it now. So we have a candy in the UK that is like a basically violet or lilac colored. I know there is a candy that's similar to it over here in the US, but I don't remember the name of it. I think they're called Smarties over here in the US, but Smarties in the UK are something completely different, so just in case. Where it's just kind of like this little solid candy that's basically of sugar and you just crunch this. It's almost like it's, It's almost chalky, but there was one that was lilac flavor or violet flavor, and now I'm wondering if it was lilac or violet. I don't remember now. I think it was lilac. I don't remember, but it suffices that I enjoyed it. So if this is that same flavor, I think I'm going to be okay with this one. So I'm going to say I'm optimistic on this one. Hoping it's that one that I like. All right. Well, with that wraps it up for the January unboxing. So probably only a week away or so from getting the February box. So like I say, I probably won't do it like as soon as I get it, just because I've just done this one. But I would try to do it a little bit sooner, and then hopefully by the time March comes around, I can get back onto a regular schedule. Anyway, thanks for watching, and catch you next time. Later.